I am Xoan, and I like to play games. Okay, guys, this is going to be the story about a hunter, a dwarf hunter by the name of Xoan, Xoan. Let me get into the story a little bit and show you some of the inspiration. Okay, guys, so back when I started playing in Vanilla WoW, I thought everyone's going to play a dwarf, so I went ahead and made Xoan the Night Elf. Little did I know, that was actually a very incorrect statement. Everyone made a Night Elf. Everyone. Not a single person basically made a dwarf. It's a slight exaggeration. There was a few dwarfs. So, Classic WoW came back, Hardcore came out. I felt like I needed to finally play a dwarf hunter named Xoan. Here's the thing. I haven't played since Warlords of Draenor. So I'm a little rusty. I've done a couple runs on my hunter, made it from 30th to I think 35th, because after the shrinkage of levels, he was level 60, level 70, raided in level 70 and 80. Didn't raid in Warlords of Draenor. I leveled a shaman. I leveled that zone as a shaman in Warlords of Draenor. So that's where we are. Now I'm going to go ahead and play Classic. Let me go ahead and show you some of the things I've gone through with that, and we'll kind of go from there. Okay, guys, so you can see I'm on my dwarf. I'm getting ready to go through the beginning area. I tried to group up my quests as fast and as many as I could so that I could turn in these missions. Basically, in this area, about 3 groups of missions, and you can get through almost all these missions, and then you're heading out to the next area. I've run this a couple times in this area as a dwarf priest and as a gnome mage. I've got kind of a support network I'm building up on. If you check some of the shorts I'm doing, you actually will see highlight reels of like the deaths I've had with different characters and whatnot, especially with my human paladin. But anyways, in this little area right here, I actually have 2 different missions I'm turning in. My trainer, which I'm going to go to, and I pick up the 1/2 of the next round of missions from the gnome. So here's the mail I'm delivering, or the mug, excuse me. Oh, and you can see here, I'm turning in the one from the gnome. This will give me a bunch of gnome rep, and this will give me some Ironforge rep. Both these reps tend to go hand in hand. There is some benefits later beyond mounts to having these reps, especially if you're an engineer or a blacksmith. So one of the more dangerous things that we run into in this is going into caves. As you can see here, I went to the first troll main cave. Now this is a low level cave. It's only 5th and 6th level mobs, but the rapid or hyper respawn, as they're calling it, going into this means that you can easily get trapped. Now you can see on the way in, everything was cleared out of the way, which is actually sort of dangerous, because then you may not know where the mobs spawn on the way out. Now my goal was to run in, kill the boss, run back out. I knew basically where all the spawns were along the way, and as it turns out, I only had to kill 1 or 2 mobs on the way out, and it was no problem. Now, from here, we basically have this area mastered. It is complete. I can come back here and do my craft, which I'm going to do later, but I probably won't even do it here. But this is a place you very much could do it. No one here is skinning. Skinning is the profession I'm going to take, not just because it's a great early game, early server money maker, but the stacks sell for 3 silver a piece for the light hide, and you can take the scraps you get and make 3 per 1 for the light hide and actually make stacks from those too. But because I want to make my character a leather worker, so I have some plans. Very long-term plans. I'll just get into the first part of it right now. In future videos, I'll talk about the other parts of it later. But basically, all the way up. I'm going to be a leather worker, and I'm going to be a skinner. I know there's going to be a ton of other leather workers. I don't plan to keep leather working. My specialty is not going to be something that's super useful for a lot of people, but essentially I just want to go there. I want to craft the raid specific stuff I need, and or the stuff that's not the stuff that has BOP at least, and then I want to craft the pre-raid gear that is super good on the way to 60 and at 60th level, that you get within the dragon scale specialization. Now, once I got that, I'm going to go ahead and drop both skinning, and I'm going to drop my leatherworking and pick up engineering. And eventually I'm going to become a gnome engineer. And then once I get all the stuff in there, because all that stuff there is stuff you keep forever, I'm going to go ahead and drop gnome engineering and switch over to goblin engineering. And there's a little trick I'm going to do, which when I get there, I'll reveal. So keep following along and you'll see how that goes eventually, hopefully. Now, if you want to see me do this every week, you can watch my live stream and then watch my characters go and come and go. This is going to be the general story of Xoan the Hunter, the Dwarf Hunter. Xoan may die, Xoan may be re-rolled. I may have to have reiteration stories talking about what happened to Xoan and why I'm starting over. And then if I do, I probably will talk about one of my other characters for a while until Xoan gets to a part of the story that you haven't been to yet. Or if I have something very different happen, maybe I'll have a short story talking about that. Now, I'm going to have lots of these little things going on. I hope this is a journey you want to come with, and I hope you will see me and join me when I'm 60th. The guild I'm a part of is called The Village, because it takes a village to do this. So you're more than welcome to join, especially if you're wanting to do a little bit of craft. If you need some craft when you're there, feel free anytime you see me on. You know I'm going to be a leather worker. You know I'm going to be doing the skinning stuff. I will have a character eventually that can do some tailoring. Might be a little bit for that to happen. I will have a character who can do some blacksmithing. That'll be my paladin, but it might be a little bit for that to happen. Anyways, guys, hope you guys like this. Hope you enjoy this. I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a great day. Bye.